family much more than before I went. And here's just a picture of children playing with a wheelbarrow, and you can see it's a simple wheelbarrow, and yet they're having so much fun because they're with each other. So while in Ghana, I learned that relationships are the most important thing in life, but more importantly, God is the most important relationship because He truly satisfies the heart of the person. Now, we went to different churches in Ghana, and the first church was not what I expected. It had white tile floors, it had murals on the wall, and it had in the bathroom there was a waiting room with leather couches and flat screen TVs. And it's something you'd think of in America, and I asked, why is this? And I found out that a lot of them give their money to the church because they find satisfaction in God, and so giving money to the church is giving back to God. And the style of worship is different than what I expected, because I expected a very low-key service, like crying because there's so much hurting in the country. But I found out that there's a lot of joy in these people's hearts because they're so satisfied with God that it was more of a party. They were doing the conga line up to the offering plate, and so that was really neat to see. I have a quick video. There's an example of the church, just how beautiful it is. And then this is a video by Daniel Yabu. This isn't with us, but it'll just give you a brief
Attention small business owners, get your last chance to get small business ready with Verizon Fios for just $99.90.
So you could just see how happy these people were in just finding satisfaction in God. So this really taught me that I have to put my full satisfaction in God, because these people have nothing, and yet they're more satisfied to God than many times I am. So they not only taught me that Christ is the most important, but which takes me to my third point, that I don't have to be ashamed of Christ. And so when I was over there, I came to a conclusion. Now, according to the CIA World Fact Book, the United States is 76.8% Christian, and Ghana is 68.8% Christian. But if you ask me my opinion, but it's just my opinion, I would say that the more Christian nation is Ghana, just because they are more bold about their faith. They truly know what it means to live a life that is unashamed of the gospel of Jesus. Many times in America, we keep our faith to ourselves because we don't want to offend people. But while in Ghana, I realized that people are not ashamed of the gospel. And I have some pictures. This is on many of the cars over there. There are bumper stickers with sayings like this or Bible verses. And I realized that, like, a lot of times in America, we won't put a bumper sticker on our car because we don't want to offend people or it's not politically correct. So I really admire them for this. And on many of you can see on top of this business, it has Hebrews 13:8 Bible verse. And these people, again, take it into their workplace. They're not ashamed of who they are. And this really has impacted me in my life because it made me want to stand more bold in my faith and share my faith to others. So in conclusion, I would say that I went to Ghana to serve, but on the plane ride home, I realized that they served me in ways that I could never serve them. So just a quick recap. I realize now that relationships matter more than God. I realize that God brings more satisfaction than anything else. And I realize that I do not have to be ashamed of God. And I just want to close with a quick story about this kid named Elijah who would come to the place where we were working every day after he got out of school. And on the last day, I was able to give him my shoes, which were filthy, covered in mud, water. And the satisfaction and gratefulness he had for something that I would throw away will stick with me forever.
Nice.
So that's my conclusion. And there's a picture of him.